What's that?
That's a sign, Larry.
I know it's a sign. But what's it doing there?
Well, Larry, you're the one who suggested I open my own office.
I didn't say for you to open it right across the hall.
I thought I might get some of your overflow.
Well, that's very unethical. How'd you get it done so fast?
Darren's a fast worker. I ought to know.
I don't think you'll be able to transact much business in an empty office. Possible. How long have you been planning this?
Well, we've only been working on it 20 minutes. Nice, isn't it?
Mr. Cushman.
Oh, hello, Mr. Cushman.
Hello, Stephens.
Mr. Cushman,
May I present my wife, Samantha?
How do you do, Mr. Cushman? It's a pleasure to meet you.
Mr. Cushman.
I've always admired your husband's tastes in advertising, and now I see he shows the same good taste in choosing a wife.
Well, that's very flattering. But don't give him too much credit. I picked him.
Well, shall we...
Just a minute. Is that something new?
Yes. In fact, I have some ideas you might be interested in after your meeting.
Shall we go in?
Fine. Hope to see you again, Mrs. Stephens.
Just flow over anytime. I guess I better see if I can cancel out Alonzo's powers of persuasion.
Sam?
Right here, sweetheart. See you later.
Mr. Cushman, I want you to meet Alonzo, a far-out young genius who just joined the company.
Peace, baby. I'm gonna lay it on you. By applying the philosophical concepts of modern Zen to advertising, those who see the ads will feel a real compulsion to buy the product. In this case, Monticello carpets.
An enormously exciting approach.
Zen in advertising? Well, this business is cracky. Who knows?
You start him off, Alonzo. Let him have it.
Mr. Cushman, baby, here are some words that sing.
Flirpity flirp? Those aren't even words. As for singing, they only hiccup a little.
It's a seductive sound of bare feet on a carpet. Groove on it. Pretty soon you're gonna feel the universal vibrations. Woo! And they're gonna touch you. Ow! That's hot. Wait a minute. There's a witch in here.
A witch?
What's this guy on?
I can sense it. I can feel it. Oh, what a bummer. Tail of newt and eye of bat. Take the spell off this here cat. I'm gonna split. This room has bad vibes.
Drag him in here.
Darren. It was Darren who warned me about him, but I didn't listen.
Speaking of Darren, I think I'll just flow across the hall and meet with him.
No. I would hardly recommend Darren. I would heartily recommend Darren.
That's very generous of you.
Mr. Cushman, why go across the hall and talk to Darren when it's been me who's been training him all these years? Draining him. Most of his ideas are mine anyway. I make them mine.
The most humane thing I can do for you now is to leave.
Flirpity flirp. How could I?
Wall-to-wall love. Monticello carpets.
It's simple, has a certain elegance, and tells a story.
What do you think, Mrs. Stephens?
Well, I'm prejudiced, but I love it.
I think I do, too. Stephens, you got a deal.
Hey, great, Mr. Cushman. You changes will make you happy, we'll be glad to make them.
Thank you, Mr. Stevens.
Shall I make us all another drink?
Thank you.
I thought you'd never ask.
On second thought, Larry, I can handle the rest of the evening by myself. Why don't you run back to your room?
Why? I thought we were about to... I'll be glad to go to my room. After all, two's company, three's a crowd.
Larry, where are you going?
To my room.
What for?
I don't know. But I don't think it was my idea. As a matter of fact, I think I'll have that second drink. Not before I take a nap.
All right. Come out, wherever you are.
I should have known. Ophelia, doing what comes naturally.
Samantha, how nice to see you. You could have knocked. Never mind about her. What about him? Caught in the act.
In what act?
If you don't know, it's too late to teach you.
Ophelia, would you care to tell me who sicked you on my husband?
Your husband?
Oh, come off it, Ophelia. I want to know what this is all about.
Samantha, you know that as a familiar, I only follow orders.
Aha. Mother, are you the one who let the cat out of the bag?
Well, Endora, I'm not taking the rap on my own. If there's anything I can't abide, it's a stool pigeon. I believe it.
Mother, you'll get yours. Ophelia, are you going to tell me what's going on? Or would you rather I zapped up a hungry bulldog?
All right. Endora, with your best interests at heart, merely wanted to test your mate's mettle.
Darren can handle himself as long as you don't pull any hocus pocus.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Oh, knock it off, Ophelia. I know Darren. You're not his type.
You want to make a friendly wager on that?
No, but I'll make an unfriendly one. Just as long as you let Darren act of his own free will. All spells off, and do your worst, Ophelia.
Darren? May I call you Darren?
Well, certainly.
I have a confession to make.
What's that?
I know it sounds silly, but the truth is, I've never met a man who made me feel so secure. I mean, so perfectly content.
Well, thank you very much. I mean, well, that's very flattering, but...
Don't you find me attractive?
No, of course. Of course.
Oh.
That's the problem. That and the fact that I'm married.
I love married men. I adore married men. They're so...
Married is what they are. Oh, well, look at Larry. I wonder what's wrong with him.
Oh, that was a very refreshing nap. I think I'll have another one.
I feel there's something strange going on around here. And no offense, but I'm not waiting around to find out what it is. Larry, I'm going to the airport to wait for the fog to lift. If you want to sleep, why don't you do it in your own room?
I feel great, so you just run along. And I'll take care of whatever problems Ophelia has.
Okay, Larry. See you tomorrow. So long, Ophelia. Good luck tomorrow.
Well, I guess I'll have that little drink. Can I fix you something?
Yes, please. Now what?
Ophelia, I know this is none of my business, but Louise Tate happens to be a good friend.
On second thought, I'd better be getting back to my room.
Of course, if you can't stay, I'll understand.
You will? I wish you'd explain it to me.